Welcome back. Today we are in our 25th country, which is Italy. We flew from Albania to Naples, where we then caught a bus down here to the Amalfi Coast, which is our first location here for our next 2 weeks here in Italy.
Today we're going to be walking the Path of the Gods all the way to Positano, which is one of the most popular towns to visit here on the Amalfi Coast. While we're there, we're going to check out some beaches, eat some food, and all that good stuff here in Italy. So we're going to go get started on the hike right now.
The reason that we picked this hike is because it gives you such a beautiful view, not only of the sea, but because you are so high up on the cliffs looking down to the ocean, you also get a crazy view of all of the houses that are stacked up like terrace style on these mountains. They also have a lot of old farms, so you can see grapevines. They literally have their grape trellises like stacked up the mountainside. We already saw a donkey this morning. It's just such a beautiful place, and there's a mixture of homes where people currently live and then just old stone structures. It's just truly one of the most beautiful coastal hikes I think that there is out there.
So the reason this hike got the name the Path of the Gods is because according to Homer's Odyssey and Greek legend, this is the path that the Greek gods would have used to go and save Odysseus from the sirens. Now, I don't know about any of that, but I will say this is absolutely beautiful out here.
So we just saw 3 donkeys or mules that literally live in a cave under the path. Their owner was with them and it looked like he was getting them ready for the day. But anyway, we are up really early. It's about 6 a.m. right now. We are hitting the trails early to beat the heat and also to beat some of the crowds. Yesterday, as soon as we got here, we set our bags down at our Airbnb and we went to the town of Amalfi, where we also went to a beautiful, beautiful beach. But we learned the hard way. Even though it's May, the buses are completely full with tourists and the bus system is just literally something else here.
It's not great by any means. Not great at all. Not enough buses for everyone, and they don't sell tickets on the bus, so you literally have to go track down a nearby bar or restaurant or little grocery store that will sell you a ticket before you can even hop on the bus.
And these buses are truly so packed full that they sometimes leave people behind. Once the buses are full, it leaves. So the ferry dock today is closed to Positano. So we heard that it can be really difficult to leave. We're gonna have to deal with that today and figure out how we're gonna get out of Positano, because we talked to some people yesterday who were there and they said they waited an hour and then they ended up hopping in a taxi with 4 other people to get to Amalfi, and the taxi driver charged them 200 euros. 200!
Yay!
To go like 15 kilometers. So we're gonna see what happens today, but that's why we're up early. So far we've seen no one else out here, which is great.
So far we're making pretty good time blazing through this trail. We're about halfway through it. There was a fork in the road where you could like keep following a winding path all the way down. That was gonna take maybe 2 or 3 hours. Or there was another way where you could just take steps to get all the way down. And that's only supposed to take like an hour because you just go straight down the steps instead of winding back and forth along a path. So just to save a little bit of time, we are gonna take the steps down and make it to Positano a little bit earlier. So far, this trail has been absolutely beautiful. More up than I thought. I thought it would just be a casual walk down. There's actually been some elevation gain as well. So a good little workout and a good little first hike here in Italy.
So the amount of cars parked already to go to Positano is honestly crazy. We just got to the end of the trail. Now we're walking along the road. We're probably still like half a kilometer out. The parking situation here looks horrible. The bus situation is not great at all, but honestly, we feel like if we rented a car, we'd have a whole new set of issues with trying to find parking spots here, since there's obviously not parking lots when everything is built on the side of a cliff. Like I said, it's May right now, so transportation, getting around is not as easy as you think it would be. We have officially made it to the town, and I can confirm it is every bit as dreamy as I imagined it to be. It is so beautiful. I truly wish we had time to just chill here all day without worrying about bus schedules, but the reality is we're only going to spend a couple hours here so that we can try to get back out without hiking too much. So we finally made it here to the beach. We have the classic Positano terraced homes behind me. The water is so refreshing after the hike. The good news is there is a free beach. Right next to it is a beach full of tons of umbrellas where you can rent to have a chair and an umbrella, but we were happy just to find a spot on the public beach. Yeah, we're just enjoying taking a refreshing dip after the hike. So we just got a little treat after being on the beach. We found a lemon sorbet. Lemons are growing everywhere here. It's so fun to see all the different trees, and so we had to get a fresh one ourselves. How is it?
Delicious. The lemon really just pops. Like, obviously it's lemon sorbet served inside of a lemon, so it's extremely lemony. Delish, right?
Whoa, the lemon flavor is so strong. It is so delicious.
Such an ingenious way to sell something that should only be €3 for $8.50. Props to them.
So after 2 attempts, we finally got on a bus. It was absolutely packed, but we were able to make it here to Furori. And what this is a huge bridge that is crossing this little beach area. It is a rock beach. So this is where we're gonna spend the rest of our afternoon, just chilling in the sun. There's cliff diving here. It's just a super beautiful spot. It's halfway between Positano and Amalfi. So it's a nice little stop to hop off the bus and check it out. Although we saw some people trying to get on the bus that could not make it because the bus was so full. So you might be able to make it to the spot. Leaving here might be a different story. We're now walking back up the steps from this amazing little beach. Honestly, I cannot recommend the Fiorori enough. It is so beautiful. The beach is pretty. It's a nice protected swimming area. There's cliff diving, and then of course the iconic beautiful bridge. So this is such a great stop on our day. Next, we are walking back up to the road. We're going to see if a bus will pick us up. If it will not, we will walk 45 minutes to a different bus station and cross our fingers that they will pick us up there. It's really iffy since the buses are so full, especially in the later part of the day, but I have to say this stop was super worth it. Definitely add this to your itinerary between Positano and Amalfi. We made it on the bus and are en route to Amalfi. So we made it to the adorable little town of Mafi. It is so cute. There's tons of shopping, tons of restaurants, some beaches. One of the popular ferries goes from here. We just have a little bit of time before we have to hop on a bus to get back up to where we are staying.
We are staying in Bomerano, so that's why we have to get another bus to get up to there. We're going to grab some supper there. We're hoping it's a little bit cheaper and a little bit quieter there. Alright, so here's the deal, okay? We got to this restaurant, we got the menus, we saw the prices, and we saw that pizza was really cheap. So we're like, one pizza, probably only gonna fill one person, so we should probably get 2 pizzas. Yeah, so that was an oopsie, because this pizza would probably feed the both of us. And I don't think we're both gonna be able to eat one of these giant pizzas, but that just means extra pizza for tonight. Also, honest review of Amalfi Coast. Beautiful, it's stunning. Just come with your patient hands, because the buses around here absolutely suck. They don't sell tickets on them. They just leave you on the side of the road if they're already filled, and there's not enough of them, so they're always filled up. And they always run late, and then they take forever because the roads are so squished. Very over-tourized here, but it's still stunning, beautiful, and it's probably worth it if you have a lot of money and can rent boats to just get from coast to coast. It takes a long time to get around on just buses. The taxis also know the situation, so they just kind of like roam around charging people just outrageous amounts of money they get from place to place, because they know that you're kind of just stuck on the side of the road because the buses won't pick you up because you're full and they're too far to walk, and so the only option is paying way too much for a taxi. It's a little bit, you know, confusing, a little bit crazy, but we did have a great day today, getting all around, seeing so much of the coast, and now we get to enjoy this delicious pizza. This is the first time I've gotten a pizza that's not cut, pre-cut. It's also the first pizza I've gotten in Italy, so I mean, I don't know how to feel right now.
And since we're at the Amalfi Coast where they have lemons growing everywhere, I had to try the famous limoncello, which is a lemon liqueur. It is very strong, but the lemon taste definitely comes through, so cheers.
I take that back. We're not gonna have too much pizza. We're gonna have just enough pizza. This is delicious. I will eat all of it.
My amazing looking pizza has mozzarella, provolone, and Parmesan. Then there is bacon and boiled potatoes on top. And it's honestly probably one of the best pizzas I've ever eaten. This is so good. And this was only €6. So I know what we're eating the rest of the time we're in Italy. We finished up with our delicious supper of pizzas, and now we are heading back to our Airbnb because we have to get up early tomorrow morning to hop on another bus. We are really sad to leave the coast because it is so beautiful here and the weather has been so perfect, but we are excited to check out Rome, so make sure to follow along and we will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.